Excuse me, ma'am.
Hi.
What's the most beautiful place in New York City?
Probably Central Park.
Okay. You mind if we check it out?
Of course.
All right, great. So what's your name?
Maria, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Gary.
Gary, nice to meet you.
Do you live in New York City?
I do.
Cool. Which part?
Queens.
In Queens? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been in the city for a long time? Or?
It's been about 2 years now.
Okay. Where'd you move from?
I'm Colombian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. How come you moved to the city?
I came here because it's always been a dream. Being here is just like, I feel so eclipsed by everything that's happening, and that's such a feeling that I've always longed for. So yeah, it's been cool.
Is it like everything that you kind of thought it would be? What's been the biggest surprise?
How people are, it's so different from what I thought it would be. The culture of the city is just, it's always moving.
Do you ever feel like you just need to kind of get away or like unwind? What kind of like things do you do to just like unwind?
Unwind, yoga, for sure, yeah. Love doing yoga. I like to go to the park and just being in silence. Try to like kind of get lost on it and just walk and let it take me where it wants to take me.
What about your family back in Colombia? Do you get to see them much?
Yeah, they were actually, well, my birthday was just last month, so we kind of just like came together to like celebrate.
It's
And it was nice. Yeah, I got to see them. I have a little sister, so it's always good to see her.
Yeah.
Connect with her. Yeah, they're always there for me. It's a small family, so we try and keep it like really tight.
Maria, what kind of work do you do?
I work as a server in the city.
Like what kind of restaurant?
It's kind of like a little Italian or Italian westernized a little bit. They have a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Do they let you try all the different foods?
Oh yeah. I've had my fair share of food there for sure.
So I know you mentioned that you originally are from Colombia, and I do plastic surgery, and in Colombia they have a lot of plastic surgery from what I gathered through just friends' experiences and also just videos I've watched and things I've read. But I mean, is that anything that you were like exposed to, like that industry, like like people, maybe people who had procedures done, or?
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I grew up in a very famous, a city that was very famous for that. It was kind of like the hotspot to go get surgeries done.
What was that?
Cali.
Oh, okay.
Back in the 2000s when I was born, it was like a big deal. I remember just it being like a thing that everyone wanted to do, and especially the women in my life, it was like, oh my God, I want to go get that done or
like
this done.
Younger women or like
older,
older,
yeah. I would say
ages?
like ranging from like 20 to 30 would be a thing. And I would say a good amount of people in my life have gotten like plastic surgeries.
Did you think they looked better after the surgeries?
Yeah, but I always thought of it as like something coming from the inside more than like what was portrayed on the outside. It's like now you feel more comfortable and you portray yourself more comfortably.
Like you feel like they were maybe feeling just like more confident in their shoes after the procedures more than before.
Sure, yeah.
So it wasn't just like how they looked, it was like how they felt and like how they portrayed themselves.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people who come to me, even though they may come for a specific procedure, oftentimes it's not like they actually want to get that thing done. No one's excited to have surgery. No one's like, oh my God, I can't wait for like my hair transplant or like my lip surgery. Like they don't so much want that specific day to happen. They want like the end result.
Yeah.
They want the appearance change, but more importantly, I think they, like what you said, they want to feel more confident in their shoes, and they want others to kind of see them maybe like more true to how they feel inside. And that's really what they're coming for, and I sometimes have to remind myself of that. Maria, so what's like your specific like style?
It really depends on how I feel that day, on the weather too. If it's like a sunny, bright day, I try to go for more like bold colors, and it really like depends on my mood. Some days I feel like a lot more fierce, if you could say, and some days I feel more sweet and like
So the look and everything, like whether it's like makeup or clothing, it might be applied to kind of match how you're feeling internally.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel a certain way but want to feel differently, so you change your look
Totally.
to try to kind of get to that other state of being?
Yeah, sometimes you have days where you're like a little bit on the lower energy. And those days I try to wear clothes that are like more like upbringing and like red colors or pink. I love pink. Or I would go for like a bold eyeliner color or a red lip. Anything that can bring my mood up, I would go for.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sometimes people say even like certain facial expressions, make you feel differently. So you might even be like acting, but if you're all like frowny and stuff, like it might make you actually feel worse or just sad. And then if you're just like smiling, even if it's like a fake like forced smile, sometimes you end up feeling actually like a little happier. So it's kind of similar to that in a way, even without any clothes, makeup, but just like our facial expressions.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Have you ever heard of laugh yoga? Laughing
no.
yoga? It's essentially that.
No, I don't. I may have seen that in a movie. I didn't realize it was real.
Yeah, it's really funny. So basically, you're doing like laughing sounds and laughing exercises. And then from the mocking of like laughing and doing, you end up laughing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really funny.
So we made it to Central Park.
Woo!
So tell me how this place makes you feel, Maria.
I think I have I would say different. It sounds a little cocky, but I think I have a different perspective on the purpose of life. And I think this place makes me feel like this is the purpose of life, to just be in a place like this and listen to the sounds and enjoy looking at people and the trees, and it makes me feel inspired and filled with like life. It's such a special place every time I come here.
Do you get to come here often?
I try to, as much as I can, at least once a month. If it's a good month, maybe 3 times a month, like 1 time a week. And ideally, but I really try to make space for it because it really recharges me.
No, nature is definitely beautiful. Part of my approach to plastic surgery is to create things that exist in nature. Some people do more like caricature type things. I think it's one thing to enhance someone's look, or maybe to make them look a little more youthful if they started to sag or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think as long as you're taking them back to a more natural state, or keeping it to something that you would see in real life, I think it's really important for like nice results.
I think a good word would be harmonious. Something that looks, in harmony.
Yes.
Well, Maria, thank you so much for bringing us to this beautiful place and for sharing all of your thoughts and feelings about this place, what it means to you, and also just like, your backstory and what brought you to here in the city. We have a brand called Feel Confident, and it's to help people look and feel beautiful and confident. We wanted to give you something. So this is we recently released our skincare line.
Thank you so much.
So just take a look at what's inside.
Wait, this is so cool. Thank you so much.
So that's the cleanser.
Ooh, nice bar.
That's
I
our
like it.
HA serum.
Okay.
After the cleanser, it's a good thing to potentially apply.
Nice.
For hydration. And then this is our moisturizer. So we put a lot of good stuff, lots of great ingredients in there to give people a very good feel to their skin. So we got
I'm super
hair
excited.
products, but we've got these skin products, and we want you to have them.
Yeah,
and
thank you so much.
Thank you again for hanging out.
Thank you.
So nice to meet you.
Honestly, this was so refreshing, and I love the conversation.